Once upon a time, in a village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, lived a poor woodcutter who was known throughout the land for his tall tales. His stories were so legendary that travelers would come from far and wide just to hear him spin a yarn. He had a gift for making the impossible sound possible and the fantastic seem believable. His eyes twinkled with mischief as he described daring adventures filled with talking animals, mischievous fairies, and grumpy trolls. The villagers loved his stories, and so did the animals. One day while chopping wood, he heard a small voice that said, "Hey, you missed a spot." He looked around but saw no one. "Who said that?" he asked. "Over here," the voice said. He followed the sound and saw a tiny door in the trunk of a nearby tree. "Did you just say something?" he asked. "Well, come in here if you want to hear me out," the voice replied. He took a deep breath, pushed open the tiny door and stepped inside. It was like entering a different world. The inside of the tree was spacious and beautifully decorated. There were bookshelves filled with ancient texts, comfortable chairs and sofas, and a roaring fireplace. The woodcutter rubbed his eyes in disbelief. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. But then he heard a loud voice that said, "Ah, a new customer. Come in, come in. What can I do for you?" He turned around and saw a large, hairy troll sitting behind a desk. I don't know how I got here," the woodcutter stammered. "Don't worry about that," the troll said with a wink. "Just relax and make yourself at home." The woodcutter sat down in a chair and the troll poured him a cup of tea. "So, what's your name?" the woodcutter asked. "My name is Grug," the troll replied. "And this is the troll's rest stop. We trolls love to take breaks from all that adventuring we do, you know, slaying dragons and stuff. And when we do, we come here to relax and unwind. It's the perfect place to get away from it all." "Oh, I see," the woodcutter said, trying to make sense of it all. "But, how do I get back home?" "Oh, don't worry about that," Grug said with a wave of his hand. "You can stay here as long as you like. In fact, why don't you make yourself at home? You can watch TV, read a book, whatever you want." The woodcutter felt a surge of anger. "This isn't funny anymore. I want to go home." "Oh, I'm sorry," Grug said, his face falling. "I didn't mean to upset you. I just thought you might want to stay a while. It's not easy being a storyteller, you know. Sometimes you need a break. Why don't you tell us a story?" The woodcutter hesitated. He didn't want to upset the trolls, but he also wanted to go home. Then he had an idea. "Okay," he said, "but only if you give me some paper and a pen. I need to write down the story." "Of course," Grug said, his face lighting up. "Anything you need, my friend." The woodcutter took the paper and pen and began to write. As he wrote, he told the story of a brave knight who went on a quest to slay a dragon. The trolls listened intently, their eyes wide with wonder. When he finished, they gave him a standing ovation. "That was amazing," Grug said. "You're a great storyteller." The woodcutter blushed. "Thank you," he said. "But now can you please help me get home?" "Of course," Grug said, leading the way. "Follow me." He took the woodcutter to the same spot outside the tree where he had found the door. "Here you go," he said. "Thanks for the story, friend. We haven't had a good laugh in ages." The woodcutter smiled. "You're welcome," he said. "And thank you for your hospitality." He waved goodbye to Grug and the other trolls and then hurried off to tell the villagers about his amazing adventure.